I'm Sttowe here, and so you've sold some cards, maybe traded some cards, or looking to do both. In this video, I'll explain everything you need to know on how to sell your credit card debt to Kentucky.
Please join us in saluting very special guest, Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy!
There are roughly 5 stages you need to go to in order to sell, trade your cards. First, it's find a buyer. You gotta find someone, sell your cards, where to post, things like that. Secondly, you have to talk to this person. You can't just not talk to them, or else you're not gonna get your cards sold, traded, etc. Third, trust. You need to suck this guy's dick. Fourth, you need to get your cards ready for shipping. Okay, gotta package it all up, make sure it's safe, it doesn't get damaged. And then 5, you have to send it out. So in stage 1, basically you need to find somewhere to post your cards. Places like this could include eBay listings. You could do Facebook. There's a lot of Pokemon cards or trading cards, sports card groups you can do. And then there's also Discord servers that you can go on to buy, sell, trade different TCGs, anything, Pokemon cards, sports cards, whatever. You have to take some images. So you want to take some really good images of your cards. And I know with Facebook and Discord, they're gonna ask for like a little piece of paper, and they'll want your name on it, just your first name or your Discord name, the date, and you're gonna have to come up with your own prices. As far as prices, usually I'll use TCG Player when it comes to getting rid of my Pokemon cards, selling my Pokemon cards, or trading my Pokemon cards. I'll be honest, a lot of people like to see the cards cheaper than what they're listed on TCG Player. TCG Player is like the norm for card prices. So when people see a card for sale, they'll go on that site, look up that card, see if it's worth it or not. So you'll have a lot of people sucking TCG's dick.
I have got to get my dick sucked.
Over prices. Now, the second part is obviously talking to this heathen that you're selling your cards to, or trading your cards. Basically, you have to go over prices. If you want to add up all your cards, see what the value of their card they're trading you are, or how much they want. It's a lot of negotiating. Don't undervalue your cards, and you need to know how much your cards are worth, or else people are just gonna fucking scam you. Basically, go use TCG Player. You can also use eBay sold listings sometimes, or buy it now, which are usually a little bit higher than TCG prices. So I had posted my lot onto Facebook and actually got a message. I'll be showing some images from this really nice guy who was interested in trading a card for my whole lot. This was a card I was really interested in and seeking. It was either going to be money or to trade. Basically, my cards had come out to about $120, whereas the card value was only $100. So it was a little going back and forth about value, and it's a card I really wanted, so I was willing to go the extra mile. And we came out to an agreement where I'd send him the lot, and then I'd also give him $15. When it comes to dealing with cards, you want to seem very trustworthy. You don't want to act suspicious. You want to be very open with everything you're saying to this person. You don't want to sound weird or like you're hiding something. You just need to be open and say everything how it is. If someone's gonna try to offer you a lot lower than what you want and you don't feel comfortable, just end it there. If someone is kind of giving you a weird vibe, just end it there. So this will actually go into the third point, which is trust. You do not want to be dealing with shady people, and it can be really tough when you're trying to sell and trade these cards online to people that you've never met before, that might live miles away in Africa.
You're great.
Like, you don't know. You want to do a little bit of snooping. Like, if you're on Facebook, I'd click on some profiles, just see, who they are, maybe scroll down. You don't have to do too much research, But what you'll notice is a lot of these sites, like Facebook, Discord, that do these sellings, they try to monitor as best as possible for scammers. They can't guarantee anything, but they'll try to make it a friendly community where you can get your cards traded, sold, bought safely. Now, there is some steps you have to take yourself. If you're selling cards, you always make them pay first. You never send your cards out first. If someone's like, oh, I'm not sure, can you send the cards first, then I'll pay you? Never do that, because you send the cards out, and now they have your cards. They could literally just ghost you, not pay you, maybe even try to change it. Well, this card looks like this, and then try to be like, I only want it for this price. So you have to be solid. They pay you first. A store, right? You have to pay to get those items. They're not going to ship it to you and then be like, all right, you can pay afterwards. So you have to make them pay first. Usually I like to use things like PayPal, where they can guarantee that you basically get your money back if something were to happen. So if you're buying cards, you give them money and say something happens where they don't send the cards out, they're reliable, so the money will come back to you if you report it. You have two choices pretty much, I'll say. You can send the money via business or via friends and family. The difference between the two is that business is business. So it's basically going to have insurance on your purchase. You're buying this item from this person, they're sending it to you. If they don't send it or something's messed up, you can get your money back, no problem. Also, that person, the seller that you're buying from, that seller has to pay a fee for selling that item, basically tax on how much money they made from that item. Now, if you choose the friend or family option, basically what happens is you send them the money, you get charged the fee, addition to the 15. But there's no security whatsoever. You're sending it as a gift, as if you're just giving someone money. So there's no insurance. If this person scams you, you're kind of fucked. You're getting fucked up the ass.
Now, I like to put the jelly inside my ass. Then put some of this peanut butter on top of it. I call it a peanut butter jelly and sandwich. But Tom here will be calling it lunch.
Like, just plain and simple. This is mainly just for the buyers, but usually when I buy or pay somebody via PayPal, I like to make sure that I have the right account, the right email or something that I'm sending the money to. I like to send screenshots and just verify before sending it that this is the right person. The fourth part will be getting into how to properly ship the card, get your cards and products set for shipping so that there's no issues. So now let's talk about packaging up the card. There are two things that need to happen for certain. And that is, 1, have a penny sleeve, 2, have a top loader. These are the most essential parts. You never want to have the card without these two, because it can damage the card. The card can move around, get scratched up, and that's the whole point of sending your card to this person. They want the card in good condition. They don't want it in shit condition. So you want to put it in the top sleeve, put it in the top loader, bang it down. Some people will have it reverse so that the card cannot come out. But what I like to do is get a piece of tape and just put it on top like that. That way the card cannot come out. Once that is done, you want to get 2 pieces of cardboard to then sandwich the card in between, just like that. You can make it a little bit smaller, as I have here. You notice the card can be a little bit visible. You don't want it too visible, or else you're gonna have some issues where it's not protecting the card right. So once you have it sandwiched, then you just tape around. In situations where you have multiple cards like this, I'd suggest splitting it in half. So having half of the cards sandwiched in between and then taping that all around. Once all the cards are in cardboard, you would then put it inside a bubble mailer, whatever you're shipping it in, and you should be good to go. Now, recording this process is up to you. You know, you can do it for your own safety, just so you have a backlog of you doing this, which, you know, can be a good, safe idea for something like this. But basically, the person that I'm doing a trade with wanted it recorded, which I am totally fine to do. And, you know, you want to, the person you're trading with or selling to, you want them to feel the most comfortable. So now that we have all the cards like this, we'll divide them in half because we're doing 2 bunches. So first bunch here, second bunch there. We will get the cardboard now. And the good thing about doing this also is that when they go to get these cards and they try to open them, because there's so much protection, there isn't a real fear of damaging the card, and that could be a big issue. So now, get the tape, have it sandwiched around, kind of like this. We'll smush the cards down, just like that. So now it's sandwiched in there. Get a few more pieces of tape. So again, you want them to feel comfortable, and when they come to open this, they'll have loads of protection. So there's no worry of destroying the cards. Now that we have the packaged sealed, we're pretty much in good shape. The cards aren't going anywhere. So I usually, the reason I pause there, I usually like to take a picture of the cards for the seller to know how I did it. And just, you know, so they're comfortable. Usually you want to take a few pictures of your progress when it comes to packaging it up, just so that, you know, it looks better on you. And now we have it closed. And there you go. Now you slap the label on there, you send it out, and you're good to go. Now, eventually, if you're the buyer, you're going to have to give the seller your address. If you're the seller, I suggest doxing them and asking for $50. Just kidding. Basically, if you're the buyer, this is where you can kind of see whether or not the seller is truthful. You know, if the seller packages your package all up, says, I'm going to ship this out, blah, 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 and then they tell you, I shipped the package out, here's the tracking, you'd be like, I never gave you my address. And then you caught them right in the act, unless they have your address in case they're coming to your house and they're going to kill you. Hopefully not, but whether if it's like eBay or you do it through PayPal, though, they'll probably have your address. PayPal has your address. They know where you are at all times.
What the f?
So don't be shocked if the seller has your address through PayPal. Now, the last and final part is getting the cards shipped. I will have a video pop up where I ship out the cards, and I'm gonna look like I'm 95. So I am now at the post office to get this shipped out. As far as the label goes, they'll just give you a label. You just give them the address. They'll slap that on, no issues. So you don't need to worry about, like, you know, trying to write down the address. You know, you definitely want to get tracking with all shipments. That way you know, and that the person you're selling it or trading it to, they know where the package is at all times. And then also, you know, as far as like insurance goes, you can get it if it's like, you know, over $100 trade or something like that, just in case. It's up to you. I probably won't, because I trust this person. But ideally, what you want to do with trades, with selling, is you want to try to plan it so that both parties get it sent out the same day, around the same time. Reason for this is, God forbid, you know, you send it out, you give them the tracking info, and then they ghost you and do not give it. You literally can just go back to the mail place and just fucking get the package back, and it won't ship out. So you'll have it, you know, back the same day. God. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, just comment down below. I can answer any questions you have, whether it's about buying, selling, posting cards, the shipping process, tracking, anything. If you have questions about, negotiating, whether or not it's a good deal. If you have a hard time talking to people, walk in front of a car. I don't know what to tell you. This might not be for you, but again, as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll try to post some pickup videos that I have soon from what I got from eBay.